Maggi Star is crafted from fermented soybeans, onions, chili flavor, and cloves in a way only Maggi knows.
Walking on my Maggi make right. Come with piece of piece. Wanna come at all before
Maggi Star, making every meal special and special moments unforgettable.
Maggi love, me and Maggi so good together. Me and Maggi so good together.
It's a place very close to you, a place easily accessible in a serene environment with adequate security. Ade Super Hotels Limited is the place with the state-of-the-art facility, spacious car park, air-conditioned rooms and suites with modern toilet facilities, standard swimming pool, well-stocked indoor and outdoor baths, boardroom for corporate meetings, halls for all kinds of events and parties, a gymnasium equipped with up-to-date facilities, restaurants that provide local and continental dishes with special services for banquet and buffet. Laundry services are also available. At Ade Super Hotels Limited, you are assured of 24 hours power supply as well as best ever reception that you can imagine. Ade Super Hotels is located at Elisha Road, PO Box 3028, Akure, Ondo State. Telephone 0803 440 4358, 034 206 855. Email adesuperhotels@yahoo.com. Website www.adesuperhotels.com. Ade Super Hotels Limited, hotel with passion for maximum comfort.
The FIFA World Cup 2026 is here. Watch all 104 matches live on Star Times, from the opening match to the final showdown.
And this time, it's not just watching, it's watch and win.
Subscribe or buy a Star Times decoder and stand a chance to win the 10 million naira grand prize, plus many exciting prizes nationwide with subscription packages starting from just 4,000 naira. Recharge now via Star Times app or visit any Star Times office or dealer outlet near you.
Star Times, enjoy digital life.
The prestigious NTA Television College, widely recognized for its professionalism and excellence in media training, has achieved another significant milestone. In addition to its existing affiliation with Ahmadu Bello University Zaria for the award of a degree in mass communication, the college has now received official approval from the National Board for Technical Education, NBTE, to commence National Diploma, ND programs in mass communication and multimedia. Additional programs are also in progress. Admission requirements: a minimum of 5 O-level credit passes in relevant subjects. For National Diploma ND programs, minimum JAMB admissible score of 100. For degree programs, recommended JAMB score of 180 and above. This is a great opportunity to become part of the college's growing legacy in media and broadcast education. For more information,
visit our website at www.ntatvc.edu.ng or call these following numbers: 0803 838 4343.
Before, my family can go 1 week without drama. 1 week, one wahala. Mama, brother, papa, sister, before. Any beef supposed to stay inside bottle.
Maggi Star is crafted from fermented soybeans, onions, chili flavor, and cloves in a way only Maggi knows.
Walking on my Maggi make right. Come with piece of piece. Wanna come at all before.
Maggi Star, making every meal special and special moments unforgettable.
Maggi love, me and Maggi so good together. Me and Maggi so good together.
On the news tonight, Nigerian Army calls for holistic strategy to address insecurity. Oyemeko Grammar School 1996 alumni sets gives back, empowers students. Good evening and thanks for joining us on Nta Akure News at 7. We apologize for coming much behind schedule. It was due to the live coverage from our headquarters. My name is Olufemi Dairo. Now the news. The Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Waidi Shuaibu, wants holistic and collaborative effort to defeat emerging security threats and declares the Nigerian Army readiness to partner with sister security agencies to fight every security threat. The Army Chief stated this at the grand finale of the Nigerian Army Day celebration 2026 in Port Harcourt.
Guidance and the confidence reposed in the Nigerian Army to carry out its constitutional responsibilities. On behalf of all officers and soldiers of the Nigerian Army, I wish to reaffirm our unwavering loyalty and pledge our total commitment to the defense of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Your Excellency, Mr. President, ably represented, and other distinguished invited guests, it is indeed a great honor and privilege to have you all here with us. Your esteemed presence at the Nigerian Army Day celebration for 2026 has not only added color and glamour to our celebration, but has also demonstrated your support for us in defense of our dear nation. I must state that your attendance has added immense significance to this occasion and has demonstrated your goodwill and commitment to the ideas of national unity, peace, security, and the progress of the Nigerian Army strives to uphold its service to our dear nation. I'm also happy to specifically recognize the presence here of 16 chiefs of army staff from some African countries celebrating with us today.
It was a sweet homecoming celebration filled with a renewed commitment to giving back as members of the Oyemeku Grammar School Akure class of 1996 reunited to commemorate their 30 years anniversary. The event, which featured symposium and award presentation, brought together alumni, students, and distinguished guests to celebrate shared memories, promote educational development, and honor outstanding achievements. Champion Adetula reports.
3 decades after the secondary education at Oyemeku Grammar School Akure, members of the 1996 set returned to their alma mater not only to reconnect and relive old memories, but to give back to the institution that shaped them.
It is a thing of joy, for us coming together, seeing old faces and rejoicing together and reflecting, about our past life.
A major highlight of the event was the presentation of scholarships to selected students, not only based on intelligence, but particularly supporting students who have faced the financial challenges in registering for NECO examination.
As I said, we've been very active on campus. We donate marker board to all the classrooms in Oyemeku. We are building a toilet for the hostel, and we also think we should give back.
It means a lot to me in terms of giving my parents the relief of the burden of paying a huge amount of money for my NECO examination.
The reunion also featured a symposium on the theme, Education is a Scam, a Way Forward, which examined the realities of today's education system, stressing that while formal education remains important, it must be complemented with practical skills, innovation, and entrepreneurship.
Education is not a scam. As I've said, that certificates alone cannot take you far in life. You need to build skills, you need to build competence, and you need to build character added to your certificate, and you have a sustainable future.
Other activities include a novelty football match at the school field, an ASU night, and a Thanksgiving service. Beyond celebrating 30 years of friendship, the reunion reflects the alumni commitment to supporting their alma mater, empowering students, and leaving a lasting legacy for future generations of the Oyemeku Grammar School Akure. In Akure, Champion Adetula, NTA News.
And still on giving back to students, all students of St. Thomas's Aquinas College, Akure, celebrated the school's 75th anniversary with dinner and awards nights to honor its rich heritage, enduring values, and contributions to society. The event featured a lecture advocating a return to school's cherished traditions and a renewed commitment by the Alumni Association. Ayomide Olowoyo as the details.
The Grand Dinner and Awards Night attracted alumni from different graduating sets, providing an opportunity to reconnect, celebrate shared memories, and reflect on the enduring legacy of St. Thomas Aquinas College, Akure. As part of the celebration, the serving old students received awards in recognition of their outstanding contributions and unwavering commitment to the growth and development of their college.
In recognition of your selfless service and passionate mentorship, shaping generations through sport, discipline, teamwork, excellence, and integrity. These are presenting this award on behalf of Kausa worldwide in recognition of this activity this year. Daddy, congratulations.
Delivering the anniversary lecture on the theme Reviving the Norms and Known Attributes of Aquinas College, Justice Temitope Adedipe described the anniversary as a celebration of sacrifice, resilience, and enduring legacy, while calling for a renewed commitment in boosting the school's standard.
Students were encouraged to understand that leadership is ultimately about service to others, and that success carries with it a responsibility to contribute positively to the society.
The worldwide president of the Aquinarians, Otumba Shola Adewumi, highlighted several developmental projects executed by the association and assured members of its continued commitment to advancing the school.
Aquinas College Student Association will continue to support the school in terms of infrastructural development, in terms of giving scholarship, in terms of providing mentorship to the students, and we are collaborating with the school authority in achieving this objective.
Some awardees expressed gratitude for the recognition, describing it as an encouragement to do more.
As Aquinarians, we have lived up to that motto, integrity, and that is what all of us, both new and new, both old and new students, live up to.
I feel privileged, such a joy to know that even when we don't personally make noise about what we do, the impact speaks for itself, and people still get to notice, and I'm excited.
Award being given is a motivation injected to the students for them to see that they should go back to the class and bring back the excellence, because the ancient glory must be retained.
In Akure, Ayomide Olowoyo, NTA News.
Tonight, I have a special guest with me on the news tonight, and is in person of Air Commando Dewale Ogumodede. Is here in respect of the 2026 summit of the Akure speaking communities. You are welcome to the news tonight, sir.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure having me. I'm very grateful for NTA for having us tonight.
All right. Looking at it, Akure dialect. This is a dialect that has come of age, and it's a unique language. Exactly. And as far as I know, so many indigenous and non-indigenous can even speak the language very well. I want to ask, what inspired the Akure communities coming together to have the 2026 summit?
The three local governments that makes up Akure speaking communities, that is the Akure South, Akure North, and Ifedore local governments. One thing that binds them together is the language, which is also our heritage. It is the language that binds us together. We have the Ijebus. What binds us together is the Ijebu language. We have the Egba language. So it's a language and that's why we call it Akure speaking. Now, what inspired this summit is the need for us, to begin to talk to one another, because we realize that before now we have been working in silos. That is, each community working on its own, and we, just like I always say, we can't continue to do the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. The region, the corridor, is not developing at a pace that we would love it to develop. And that is why we feel that it is important that we synergize, bring everybody together. If we have challenges, if we have issues, we should be able to talk to each other as brothers, as sisters, so that we can move our community forward.
All right. Looking at it, for this year's summit, who are the set of participants, and after this program, what should the general public take away from this summit, and where is it happening?
Oh yeah, let me start with the last question. The summit is taking place this week from the 8th to 10th of July 2026 at the Dome, Alagbaka, Akure. And so the time is 8 a.m. every day. That is Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. The summit is delegate-based, delegates from the 3 local governments. And these also, those to make up the delegates, we have, though this summit is not partisan, but we have politicians amongst us. We have, government officials. We have academia. We have even lawyers amongst us. We have businessmen. We have different stakeholders. We have even the clergy. We have them amongst us. So these are all sons and daughters of Akure speaking, and the aim, as I've said, is for us to talk to one another. And from these summits, we some of the deliverables that we expect, we expect to develop a 10-year development plan, for the region, and we also expect an increased dialogue, kind of collaboration between the 3 local government areas, and we want to also have in an investment-ready corridor, that is to attract investors from outside and from within ourselves. And the important thing, very importantly, we also expect to have the Akure speaking community central council, that is at the apex, to be able to make decisions, just like we have the Ibadan Central Council, we have even the Egbas, they have their, the Jebus, they have their Central Council. So we also think it is high time for us to have a structure like that, to speak for us, to speak on our behalf, and also to be able to, to carry out what I call, the lobbying, if we can borrow that word, on behalf, so that we can draw development into the community.
Thank you very much. I want to wish you the very best in the summit.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure being here tonight. And I also use the opportunity to invite everybody, everybody, including NTA, you are invited. Also, everybody within Akure, at least for the opening and the closing ceremony, because it is delegate based. But we have everybody to be there to grace this occasion, to know that something is happening, and they should expect something to happen in the very short future.
All right. Thank you very much. That's the much we can take in this interview segment. Right now, we go on a short break, and after the break, the news continues.
College has now received official approval from the National Board for Technical Education, NBTE, to commence National Diploma, ND programs in Mass Communication and Multimedia. Additional programs are also in progress. Admission requirements: a minimum of 5 O-level credit passes in relevant subjects. For National Diploma ND programs, minimum JAMB admissible score of 100. For degree programs, recommended JAMB score of 180 and above. This is a great opportunity to become part of the college's growing legacy in media and broadcast education. For more information,
visit our website at www.ntatvc.edu.ng or call these following numbers: 0803-838-4343, 0806-980-9897. Announcer Management.
Glad to have you back. The importance of gratitude to God for the gift of life and faithful service has been emphasized as the founder of Mary Heart of God Prayer House, Akure Prophetess Jolade Oluigi, marked her 65th birthday alongside the church's mid-year Thanksgiving service. The celebration drew family members, church leaders, friends, as well as well-wishers who gathered to appreciate God's faithfulness in her life and ministry. Oluwakemi Ademola was there for NTA News.
It was a double celebration for the founder of Mary Heart of God Prayer, Akure Prophetess Jolade Oluigi, as she marked her 65th birthday alongside the ministry media Thanksgiving service. The event featured fervent prayers, prophetic ministrations, and songs of thanksgiving, creating an atmosphere of worship, gratitude, and spiritual reflection. Retired staff member of the Nigeria Television Authority, Akure Prophetess Oluigi, attracted several former colleagues who joined family members, friends, and well-wishers to celebrate the milestone. Members of the prayer ministry shared testimonies of God's faithfulness and highlighted the positive impact of the ministry on their spiritual lives and personal growth.
When I've been coming to this church, I always thank God for what I've done in my life. Man of God, and really have spirit of prayer before I call him. So after I call him, and the Lord has been manifesting through her.
The members and children paid glowing tributes to the celebrant, describing her as a devoted servant of God, a caring mother, and a source of inspiration to many.
Mentor to us all. She has been an encourager. In fact, I as a person, she's a great mentor to me. You are a sweet mother, you are a wonderful mother. Standing here today, I should have been dead a long time ago. But because God blessed me, a mother that never with her children, and she's so caring, just exactly the same way she's as caring to every other person. And she will make sure that and to God be the glory, she never lost us.
She is an inspirator. She's a mentor. In fact, I describe her as a real woman of God.
We are prayer partners. We usually pray. All whatever there's any issue, we bring it to the doorstep of God to solve for us. And He has been so wonderful in prayer.
The celebrants, as I can describe him, is very vibrant, very nice, very cool, and very prayerful.
Responding, Prophetess Oluigi expressed gratitude to God for His sustaining grace over the years, noting that divine mercy and faithfulness had remained constant through periods of trials and challenges.
Today is a wonderful day. I'm so happy that God even spared my life. That, you see, I've passed through so many things. I'm a widow of 17 years, but still, God, in fact, it's wonderful. I don't know how to describe God. I just know that I have a wonderful God. I have a great God. I have a God of miracle, and it's my all in all.
The celebration also served as an opportunity for participants to offer prayers for the celebrants. In Akure, Oluwakemi Ademola, NTA News.
Family members, friends, clerics, and government officials gathered at St. Luke's Anglican Church, Idiagbatitun, Akure, for the funeral service of late Mama Abiye Ajibade as her body was laid to rest and her family members paid their last respect. Celebrating her life and legacy, Paul Omukago reports.
A final home journey started with a wake keep at St. Luke's Event Hall
where dignitaries paid their last respects.
She lived a selfless life, a community-based life. Her home environment was full of people, most especially people who are seeking Christian virtues. She was always there to support morally, ethically, and most especially spiritually.
Before her demise, I always go to her house to check on her, and she will pray. She's so lovely. She's a good woman.
There are different groups in the church where late Mama Abiye Ajibade served and groomed young Christians in the faith. Officiating minister and the Lord Bishop of Akoko Diocese, Right Reverend Jacob Bada, extolled the matriarch of Ajibade family for her tireless service to the Lord, our community, and humanity. He urged our children to uphold our core values, particularly our dedication and commitment to the service of God.
Mama would never take offense in whatever anyone does. She will always look for avenue to unite and to bring out the best from every person.
The children, in-laws, and loved ones then filed out for a Thanksgiving in memory of a woman described by many as peaceful, loving, and a symbol of unity. Her body was then laid to rest at the church cemetery amid tributes by her children and loved ones.
Very devoted, diligent, pleasant, and very accommodating, generous. Everything that is perfect in this world is for my mother.
Mama, during her lifetime, was a very virtuous woman to her husband, to we children, a very loving and caring mother, to her siblings, a woman, a mother figure, to the church, a prayer warrior.
Very loving. She can give everything. This is a legacy, and she unites people. Unification. So this is one of the legacies of the past.
The reception was graced by a family, top government officials, and friends as they danced amid entertainment with music from a live band. Late Esther Abiye Ajibade was 83 years when she passed away.
In the same vein, family members, friends, and well-wishers gathered to bid a farewell to late Pius Olusegun Ogedengbe, who died at the age of 84. As part of the final passage rite, a funeral service was held in his honor as guests paid heartfelt tribute in memory of late evangelist. Chidima Eze reports.
Late evangelist Pius Olusegun Ogedengbe, who was born into the Ogedengbe Obanla chieftaincy family of Okeoja quarters in Ikare Akoko, lived a life defined by faith, hard work, and service to humanity. A respected electrical engineer, entrepreneur, and committed Christian, he dedicated many years of his life to public service before establishing his own business. No wonder there was a large turnout of family members, church leaders, and friends to celebrate him at the funeral service held in his honor.
Evangelist Pius Olusegun Ogedengbe was born in 1942 to the prominent Ogedengbe Obanla chieftaincy family of Okeoja quarters in Akoko in the States.
In a sermon delivered by Evangelist Joseph Omolayo titled, "Where Will You Spend Your Eternity?" the officiating minister reminded Christians that life on earth is temporary and urged believers to remain steadfast in Christ in preparation for eternity.
What counts in the kingdom of God is how you spend your life on this earth.
After the service, Thanksgiving songs filled the atmosphere Family members expressed gratitude to God for a life of purpose and faith. The remains of the late evangelist was later committed to Mother Earth at Golden Garden Vaults Cemetery with rendition of hymns. Family members described him as a devoted Christian, loving father, mentor, and community leader whose legacy would continue to inspire generations.
He is a prayer warrior, a God-loving person, and above all is an evangelist.
A prayer warrior is my closest friend. And the path is not green like it used to be green. I will run to that.
Guests later gathered for a reception to celebrate his life, where music, fellowship, and heartfelt tributes reflected the joy of a life well spent in service to God and humanity. Late evangelist Pius Oluwasegun Owolabi Ogedengbe passed away at the age of 84. He is survived by his wife, children, and grandchildren, and many relatives whose lives he touched through his unwavering faith, leadership, and compassion. In Akure, Chidima Eze, NTA News.
And that's the much we can take for tonight. Many thanks for being part of it.